girl bent over with a playful sway and shot her boyfriend a flirty look. He instantly got the message and gave her a playful smack. What they didn't realize was that a butcher nearby had seen the whole scene. This man, divorced for 20 years, suddenly felt a dark desire stirring inside him. Not long after, he slipped into the security room and glued his eyes to the surveillance feed of the couple. Watching them so carefree made him almost giddy. On the surface, this place looked like a simple roadside inn, but in reality, it was a hideout for criminals. Any men who stopped here ended up in a pit, torn apart by wild dogs. Women were locked in the basement, where they faced daily torture too horrifying to imagine. The next day, the couple showed up at the restaurant, unaware of the danger. The butcher disguised himself as a waiter and approached. While the woman was still kissing her boyfriend, he quietly slipped something into their coffee before bringing it over. Just as they were about to drink, a middle-aged woman nearby noticed something was off and shouted a warning. Before they could even process what was happening, the butcher burst out with a shotgun. Sensing danger, the boyfriend pulled out his own gun, grabbed his girlfriend, and bolted before the butcher could pull the trigger. They jumped into their car and floored it onto the highway. The butcher's boss, however, stayed calm. He simply ordered his men to block the road ahead. This time, the henchman showed up driving a police cruiser. Thinking they were real cops, the woman told her boyfriend to stop. But before they could even step out, one of the fake officers yanked open the door, dragged her boyfriend out, and held him at gunpoint. The woman tried to intervene, but a stun gun knocked her out cold. When she came to, she found herself locked inside a cage. The butcher sat nearby, staring at her like a predator. Escape seemed impossible. With no other choice, she decided to use her looks as a weapon. She began to dance inside the cage, slowly and seductively. The butcher fell right into the trap, mesmerized, and foolishly unlocked the door, sitting down to let her entertain him. The moment she saw her chance, she lunged forward and jammed her fingers straight into his eye. At the same time, her boyfriend managed to break free from his captors. Together, they overpowered the butcher and fought their way out. They jumped into a car and sped down the road, refusing to stop for even a second. Just then, the boss himself appeared in the middle of the highway, trying to block them. But this time, they weren't about to hesitate. The boyfriend slammed the gas pedal, and the car plowed right through him, leaving his body crushed beneath the wheels. And that's where their nightmare finally ended.